Why hotel projects fail even after securing funding. Many hospitality developers believe that once funding is secured, project success is almost guaranteed. After all, access to capital is often considered the biggest hurdle in hotel development. However, history is filled with examples of well-funded hotels, resorts, and mixed-use hospitality projects that never reached completion or failed shortly after opening. The reality is that funding is only one ingredient in a much larger success formula. Having money in the bank does not automatically solve resource allocation challenges, contractor shortages, supply chain disruptions, permit delays, or changing market conditions. Successful project completion requires much more than financial strength. It requires strategic execution. One of the biggest reasons funded projects struggle is the emergence of hidden challenges during execution. Construction costs can rise unexpectedly, regulatory requirements may change, and procurement delays can affect critical timelines. Even projects that appear financially secure at the start often face unforeseen expenses that require additional capital or operational adjustments. At the same time, market dynamics continue to evolve. Interest rates fluctuate, tourism demand shifts, and competitive landscapes change. A project approved under one set of assumptions may face a completely different reality by the time construction reaches completion. Funding can provide resources, but it cannot eliminate uncertainty. Another factor that money simply cannot buy overnight is experience. Hospitality development requires strong leadership, capable project management, and knowledgeable teams that understand both development and operations. An experienced project manager can identify risks before they become crises, coordinate multiple stakeholders effectively, and keep the project aligned with its objectives. Likewise, clear communication among investors, consultants, architects, contractors, and operators is essential. Many well-funded projects fail not because they run out of money, but because teams work in silos, misunderstand priorities, or pursue unrealistic timelines that create unnecessary pressure and costly mistakes. Ironically, too much funding can sometimes become a problem. When projects receive abundant capital without strong controls, teams often lose focus and expand the project scope beyond its original vision. Additional amenities, unnecessary upgrades, and poorly prioritized expenditures create delays and budget inefficiencies. Another common mistake is resource misallocation, investing heavily in visible guest-facing elements while neglecting critical back-of-house infrastructure, operational readiness, or staff training. Successful projects maintain discipline, ensuring that every investment supports the project's long-term goals rather than simply consuming available capital. The most successful hospitality developments recognize that funding is a tool, not a guarantee. Real project success comes from combining financial resources with strong leadership, realistic timelines, accountability frameworks, risk management strategies, and measurable milestones. Smart developers build contingency reserves, diversify funding sources, and release capital based on achieved deliverables rather than assumptions. Most importantly, they focus on creating a sustainable project that can thrive long after construction is complete. Remember, funding may start a project, but planning, leadership, execution, and accountability are what ultimately bring it across the finish line.